Hello, everyone. Now it's recording. Okay, hello to everyone. I can see people are still joining, and we have other rooms as well, like Spanish, Russian, Italian, Hindi rooms, where we also are having partners joining this this weekly webinar or /training done by our partners from Smart Card. My name is Annette Martinson, who doesn't know me, but I'm going to be here only for 2 minutes to introduce our first and only speaker for today, who is the member of the Smart Card and the person who will be able to share with you a few important we'll give you a few important sessions about the live technique, like how to set up, I guess, technically your application. If I'm not mistaken, I'm here as well for the first time to see the session. So if anything, Ollie will correct me. And also how to set up and use our Evorich Smart Card more efficiently, so we get the result. And at the end of the day, we will have Q&A session. So if you have any questions, please write them in the chat. I'm sure the translators will pass the questions from the other rooms as well. And this training is shown on the Facebook pages. So please share this training on all your pages, because this is particularly shared now on the corporate Facebook pages and groups, but you are free to reshare in your groups. And if the leader of the group is here, then please pass the questions to this chat in the Zoom room. All the links you can find in the Evorich back office or in all our official channels. So just find the English Zoom link so we can get the questions straight into this chat. All right, so I will give the floor to our speaker, Ollie Burges, if I'm pronouncing your surname correctly.
It's Burgess.
Burgess. Okay, so Ollie Burges. Yeah, you know, you can introduce yourself as well, but Ollie is one of the person who obviously is behind the scenes working hard to make sure this platform is working for us, you know, in all the languages. He's helping with the technical side, with the trainings, with answering all the questions. If you were attending last time, this training, but with different topics, then you would see Ollie answering all the questions in the chat and giving you all the links. So Ollie's always either on the front or behind the scenes. So I'm happy that Ollie is here today with us, and he will be able to share more insights from the technical point of view, how to use it, because I know I'm receiving only a lot of questions from our partners, how to set up, you know, this platform, how to do the first videos, what needs to be included, and etc. etc. So I hope, you know, we will get the answers during this webinar. I just want to also assure all of those who purchased the Smart Card in the first months, there were some glitches, and maybe the language that was used in this application wasn't correctly translated. But I can assure you that the best team, Dennis team, was involved in proofreading and rechecking all the text and script, and everything has been fixed. So be relaxed, be calm about that. There is no problems with this situation anymore. In case you find something that is still kind of not quite correctly written in the script or in the application, then, you know, you are free to reach out to us and point to this probably little mistake. But I'm sure our team, the best team, have done the best to make sure everything is correct. All right, I'm going to finish here. Ali, I'm going to give you the floor and you do your magic.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Annette. Hi, everyone. My name's Ollie Burges. I am one of the co-founders of Diva. I'm also, as Annette correctly said, I'm really at the forefront of everything that we do, as well as behind the scenes as well for all the technicalities that we get asked. This corporate system is a massive mammoth system. And so, as Annette said, there may be little things that need tweaking or changing, or ideas that you guys have that you think, you know, that would be of benefit. We're all ears. We want to hear about them. If you think that it's going to benefit your system and your business, as long as corporates say, yeah, you know, I think that's a great idea, then give us a shout, reach out to us. We are all about supporting you to build your business and to use systems that enable you to do that more effectively. So today, all I'm going to do is take you through some very basic training to help you set up your Evorich Smart Card. And then at the end, I'll look at your questions and I will answer them. You can ask any question you like, anything that is to do with your system. It doesn't have to specifically be about this training today. It can be anything about your system. But I'm here to help you. The team are here to support you. We are always open. We are always excited to assist. So reach out to me, reach out to Annette, reach out to the team, and let's get this started. So what I'm going to do in a second is I'm going to share my screen. And for you to be able to see that best, if you change your view on this Zoom to speaker view, you'll probably get a bigger image of my phone screen so that you can see it. And I'm just going to run through how you set up your Evorich Smart Card and how you edit that and what you might wish to say. So I'm going to share, hopefully I will be able to share my phone screen. I should be able to. So let me just pop myself into speaker view myself. And then let me share my phone screen. Let's see. Now, hopefully you can see that. And perhaps if you can, I can't see any faces actually, but if someone can put a thumbs up or just let me know that you can see that okay. In fact, I'll carry on unless I hear otherwise that you can't see it. So
all good.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. So I am using an iPhone. So just for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm using an iPhone, but you can use any phone or any laptop or any tablet or any PC to do this. But for this purposes of this demonstration, I'm using an iPhone. So on my iPhone, you can see, I'm just going across my screens here. You can see that I've got two quick links to my Evorich Smart Card. Now they're quick links. They look like apps, don't they? So when you save yours to your home screen, it will look like an app, but it's a quick link to your system. I've set up two purely for this demonstration. You only need one, but I'm going to quickly show you when you receive, I'm going to go into the demo here, and when you receive your Evorich Smart Card link, when you press on the link, this is the first screen you see, the home screen. And what I would advise you to do, so that you don't need to have to keep going back to the link that we send you in an email, is to save this to your home screen. And I'm going to quickly show you how to do that. But before I do that, I'm going to show you, if you go to the tools button here, so if you press on tools, the first thing that you should do is go to the training and then go to Diva training and watch at your leisure all of these training videos that have been set up to be able to take you through. Now, I can see that people are raising their hands. I will come back to you. So if you want to type your message into the chat, I will come back to you at the end and answer all your questions. So if I return to the member area, and we go quickly to show you how to set this up as a quick link from your home screen. On an iPhone, it's a square with an upward facing arrow at the bottom of the screen. On an Android phone, it might be 3 dots or 3 lines, but you basically press the square. So I'm going to press that. And then you scroll up to where it says add to home screen, and you'll see a plus. You press on that. It will give you the title, so Evorich Smart Card. If you want to change it to your own name, you can do. It doesn't affect the system at all. So just to show you, I will just put, let's just put Ollie's card, just to show you that that's what I'm doing. And then you press the add in the top right-hand corner, and you will see that it's added a quick link amongst all of my other apps. It's a quick link. It looks like an app to my card. So when I press on it, it's there. I don't need to keep having to go back to the URL, to the link that we send you. So let's set up your Evorich Smart Card. So I'm going to go to I'm going to show you what it looks like when it is set up. So if I go to my live version, I have already set up my Evorich Smart Card. So you can see here now that I have the ability to share those cards because I've set them up. But when you first go into your system, as I will show you on the demo, when you first go into it and you first go to your tools, because you've not yet created your Evorich Smart Card, you will see this. And that is because you have to set it up first. So I'm going to go through setting it up for you, and I'm going to show you how simple and easy that is. So if you press Create / Edit Diva Card, and then you can read whichever language you like, press OK, and then we go to creating your smart card, and it's really, really simple. So I'm going to press Evorich Smart Card, and I'm going to follow the on-screen instructions, but it's really easy. And don't worry if you make a mistake. I've made thousands of mistakes, and you can go back and edit it. Honestly, you do not need to worry. So I'm going to press Get Started, like so. And then it's going to ask me, or provide me with instructions to create a selfie. So in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see it says select a file. If I press on that, it's going to give me 3 choices. I can either go to my photo library and choose a picture, a selfie that I've already got stored in my phone and choose that, or I can take a photo on the fly, so immediately, straight away, and I'll do that in a minute, or I can choose a file from my device or from my laptop or computer and add that. But I'm going to take a photo on the fly, so I'm going to press Take a Photo. Let's turn the camera around and then look at me. Take a picture. Am I happy with that? If I am, then press Use Photo. If I want to retake it, then press Retake It. And remember that you can change this at any time. So there you'll see it populate the little box. If you've got slow internet connection, you don't have to wait for it to populate that box before you send it. You can just send it. So I'm going to press Send. And then it's going to thank me. Am I happy with that, or do I want to replace it? I'm going to say Save Now. And it will then give me another decision. Do I want to save it, or do I want to retake it? I'm happy with that. So I'm going to say I love it. And then it's going to give me the option to record a video. Now, you don't have to record a video, so don't worry. If you choose not to, you don't have to. In our experience, we think it's great for you to be able to get across in a little snippet your personality, because let's face it, in other digital business cards, which this is in essence, but it's got a much more to it, you don't have the ability to get yourself, your how you are, your bubbliness across, whereas here you do. So I'm going to say, yes, I want to set up a video. And it's the same thing. You press select a file. If you've already got videos in your library that are 20 seconds or less, you can upload them, or you can do one on the fly. So I'm going to do one on the fly just to show you. Let's turn it around, face me. And I'm going to do just a little script that I generally tend to say just in training, but you can do whatever it is you like. So make sure you switch it to video. And then I'm going to do this. So I'm going to say, hi, it's Ollie Burges from Superstar Bots. Welcome. If after watching this video, you press the Learn More button, answer a few short automated questions, and then it will be my pleasure to connect with you live on the other side to have a brief informal chat. Thanks very much. Have a great day. Bye. Or whatever you guys want to say. So I'm going to say, I'm going to press use video. And you will see, because I've got super fast internet connection, you will see it go up straight away. Yours might take slightly longer. If you're happy with that, press send. So I've pressed send now, and then, sorry, now I'm going to press save now. And that will, you'll see the little dots come up, and all that means is that it's saving in the cloud. It's saving it on our servers. So if you're happy with that, you can press show my Diva card. So we press that, and there you see the information that you have set up in the beginning. So when you registered, you set up that information, and you know that you're able to share that. So if I go back to my tools screen here, you remember that at the moment, it doesn't know that we've set that up. So you just need to refresh your browser. So press whatever it is that refreshes the screen. So I'm just going to show you. So on here, for me, on my iPhone, it's the top right-hand button. When I refresh that, you will see now that my Evorich Smart Card is available to be shared because I have set it up. If I ever want to edit that card, all I do is go into Create Edit Diva Card, which is the third button from the bottom, and I can choose which card I'm wanting to edit, and then choose exactly what I want to edit. So I'm just going to show you that. So obviously that's the one I've set up. What do I want to edit? Do I want to edit the selfie or the video? And that's how you edit it. If I go back to this screen, if I click on my card there and press view card, it will show me the card that I have just set up. It really is super simple, and you can change those details whenever you want. You can have whatever script you want in the video. Just try and get your personality across, because, you know, it's all about who you know, like, and trust. These are foundations of the marketing industry that we're in, aren't they? People buy from who they know, like, or trust. And if you can get that, your version, yourself across in a digital business card that has all of these add-on things in it, then you are head and shoulders above the competition. When they receive your business card, this Evorich Smart Card, they can, if they want to, they can click on your phone number. So it goes straight to their dialer, and they can dial your number and have that conversation with you. They can click on your email address. It will take them straight to their email client, and they can have an email conversation with you. They can press on the welcome video and watch your introduction and get more of a feel for who you are as a person. And then they can press on the learn more and go through your pre-qualification flow. If I go back to the home screen, well, let's go back here. if I press on the three lines on top of each other on the left-hand side and then press home, I'm now back to my home screen. And that is very quick and simple way of, let me stop my share, of setting up your Evorich Smart Card for the first time. Now, I'm aware that I could go further into other trainings, but they are subjects for another week. So now I will say to you, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them and I will do my best to answer them for you. I think, let me see, there we go.
Hi. All right, so far I can see one question, if we can get this recording. Yes, you can. If you go to our official Facebook page, Evorich Official, then you will find this recording in the group, so you can rewatch it again. Lucy is asking, where did you go to click see my card?
Okay, so let me share I'll share my screen again so that we can be really clear, and I'll go, let's do that. Let's share my screen again first. So if you remember, see my screen come up, let's make sure it does, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to go into, let's go into the live version, my live version. And you go to tools. And then you press on the card that you want to view. So if I press on the Evorich Smart Card, there it is. So if I want to view it, I press on view and I can see my own card. If you do press on view, if you want to see what your recipient is going to see, so the person that you're sending this to, if you want to see what they see, then all you need to do is to press on learn more. See, there's my picture when we were out in Dubai at the Eventi launch. There's me in the desert. But if you press on your own card, you press on the learn more, you can go through what your recipient sees and you can answer the questions just as a practice, and you can see what it is that they see and go through the experience, and you can come out as in practice mode in your prospects area. So if I go back to my prospects screen, so I'll go back to my the tool screen. If I click on the burger menu, which are the three lines on top of each other in the left hand corner, if I click on that and then go to prospects, or I can just go to the home screen and press on the prospects button. When you press on the prospects button, if you've gone through as a as a dummy version, as a test version, you and your details, whatever you filled in, will come up in the prospects area. But your real prospects, those that you have really sent your Evorich Smart Card to, those that you have really engaged, will also come up in the prospects area. So just remember, wherever you are on your Evorich Smart Card system, you can navigate to the home screen by pressing on the three lines on top of each other in the top left-hand corner. That's called a burger menu. You press on that, you go to press home. That is your home screen, and everything is accessible from there. Really, at the moment, in these early stages, unless you're a really fast learner and you want to go through all of the training videos, all you need to worry about for the moment are the tools button and the prospects button. We can come on to DMO and team and search later on in the trainings, but all you're really needing to concern yourself with are the tools button for all of your tools and the prospects button for dealing with all of your prospects. I mean, this, guys and girls, this is a fantastic tool that you've got yourselves here. It's obviously designed to enrich and enhance your business. I hope that's answered the question.
Yes, let's wait for the answer, but yeah, for the reply, if the question is answered, for me it's clear. Maybe let's go further and once again remind people where they can get training videos. Let's say how to set up, how to use it, and things like that, because we also have translated such videos in these 5 languages. So maybe you just keep that share screening so you can automatically show where they can find these trainings. And also the question is if they have created this picture, created this video, but then later on they want to change, or later on their phone number they want to change, or the email they want to change, where and how they can do that?
Oh, that's an excellent question, because that's actually slightly different. So I'll show you exactly where to go for that. So let's put that share back on. And so if you're ever changing your account details, so if I come out of this altogether and I start here at my quick link, so what looks like an app, I'm going to go into it, and on the top left hand corner, the 3 lines on top of one another, the burger menu, if I press on that and then I go down to account, here in account I can edit my contact details. So the original details that I put in when I first registered, or that you put in when you first registered, are editable within this section. So here you can see my details that I first put in. There you can see the person who I decided was my upline for my DMO. And here you can see the buttons that I would need to press if I wanted to edit any of those details. So really simple. I can change, I can edit any of those details whenever I want, all within the account section. So if I go back once again, I'll show you that once again. I go into, I don't want to confuse you, so let's get rid of this one. I'll move that onto another screen. Let's just move that there. So I've just got one link. I go into my link. I go to the burger menu in the top left-hand corner. I press on account down near the bottom. And then I press edit contact details. I press OK. And I choose which detail it is that I wish to edit. And then I press the corresponding button. Say it's my phone number, I press phone and I edit the details. And it's as easy as that. If I come back out of there and answer your other questions, Annette, if I go back into my Evorich Smart Card system, I'm here at my home screen. If I go to tools and I want to look at the training, I press on training. Then I've got all of the exclusive content from Fraser Brooks, which is very, very knowledgeable. Well, everyone knows Fraser, don't they? Very knowledgeable, exclusive training for your system here from Fraser. You can click on that and go through that. Or if I click on Diva training, then here you have all of the training. In case you're wondering, Diva stands for Digital Virtual Assistant. We can change that if you want to Evorich Smart Card training, but Diva is your Digital Virtual Assistant. This is what your system is. So your Diva training videos are all here. And you can go through all of those at your leisure. many times, multiple times, as many times as you like, to get a really good understanding of what it is you've got your hands on. So if let's just say, let's go into navigating your smart card, for instance. There you have the video of me showing you how to navigate your smart card. If you have gone in on your language, whatever your language is, then you will see that video that has been translated by your team to your language. So it's very understandable, very easy for you to follow, and you can watch that as many times as need be. So, Annette, was there any other questions?
Well, I think, yeah, it's a good answer. I hope you guys who are watching, partners, understand where to find a training and how to edit your personal details, picture, links to Facebook. I didn't know we have that as well, so I probably missed that, and all the other things. But there are two questions from the Russian chat. The first question is Smart Card used only on mobile phones or on a computer as well?
You can use it on any device that has access to the internet. So you can use it on a laptop, a mobile, a PC, a tablet, anything that has access to the internet. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I was using my iPhone. I do have an Android phone that I could use. I can use my PC, my laptop, my tablet, iPad, Galaxy Tab, anything that has access to the internet, because your system is based around a quick link to the website, if you like. So what you're seeing is in web view. So anything that has access to the internet, you will be able to access your system from.
So the question is, do we have to download this app on the computer? Or let's say I'm sending from the phone the link of my card, let's say to someone on a WhatsApp, and they have this WhatsApp on their computer, and they can click on the link and it will open up on the computer the application or the system, and they will be able to answer it using computer. Is that correct?
Absolutely, you're absolutely spot on, Annette. Well done. So you've got that absolutely right. So yes, if I take let me just quickly show you. I'll show you again. I'll take the link and I'll share it on WhatsApp to give you an understanding. But yes, wherever you receive that WhatsApp, you can open the link. So let's go. I'll go back to the Evorich Smart Card, and I'll show you. I'm going to get the invite URL, which is the link. That's the link you need. I'm going to press on the invite URL. It will give me the link that I'm wanting to share. You then copy and paste that link. So here it is. I'm just going to press on that. I'm going to copy it. Oops. Let's press on it again. Oops. Let's press on that link. Right. Let's copy it. Press copy. Then if I go into let's see, where are we? Go into my here. And then if I press and hold whoever I'm sending it to, press and hold on there. So it pastes like so. And then I press send and off it goes. So wherever the recipient receives their WhatsApp, so if that is on their computer, on their tablet, on their phone, they can open that and they can go through your smart card in exactly the same way as whether they received it on a mobile or on their computer. It's exactly the same thing. Let's get rid of that. So yes. In answer to your question, you can send it from whichever device you want. You can receive it to whichever device you want, and you can access it and use it exactly the same on any device.
Okay, I think it's clear. Whoever asked this question, please indicate to us if the answer was, if the question was answered. Another question that I have been receiving is, what if the person speaks in 2 languages or 3 languages, but they purchased it in the back office, let's say in English? So can they use this app in multiple languages and send this Diva card in different languages as well, even if they set up in English? So can they, so if they switch, let's say, to the Russian language, or which, let's say, Vietnamese language, no, but Hindi language we have, do they have to set up everything again, like the picture and the video, you know, the 20-second, the video, or it's going to stay the same as English? If yes, can they do another video in, let's say, Hindi language or Russian language?
Well, that's a brilliant question, and actually, you've got a great system. I mean, I know that you have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to set up all of the translations and make it available to everybody. So yes, the answer is yes. You can share your different language card to the recipient of whatever that language is. So if I go, I'll share my screen in a second, but I'm just going to check to see that I have indeed set up one of the foreign language ones, so that I can show you how you switch between them. So let me have a very quick look, and then I can share my card. I'm pretty sure, and you'll be able to tell me, I'm pretty sure I've set up a Russian one. So when I share the screen, you'll be able to tell me, those that speak Russian, that it is recorded as such, and I'm sure it is. So let me share my screen again. The reason I keep popping off the share screen is so that you can see me more clearly. But let's go back on the shared screen. I'm going to go back into my system, and I'm going to go into tools. Now, I'm English. You know, I'm based in London, and I'm English. I actually don't speak any foreign languages, I'm sorry to say. I wish I did, and you know, I'm envious of those people that are able to. But as you can see, I've set up my smart cards in other languages so that I'm able to share them to other people who don't speak my language. So let's go into the Russian one, as you see here. And I press on that, and I'm going to view. See, I don't know what that says, but I obviously know what the buttons do in English. So I'm going to view my Diva card. I'm going to press on the top one there. And then again, I don't know what that says, other than I know what the English version says. I'll press on OK. And you can see there are my details there. There's my picture and my details. But below, you can see that the video is there in Russian, and the Learn More is in Russian. And so when they press on the Learn More, the Russian version of the Learn More, they go through the flow. So the questions all in Russian. And so in answer to your question, that's yes. But now if the person wants to watch this 20-second video, which is the first button, will the video be, well, obviously the video will be in English because you recorded it in English. So can they record another video in the Russian language, so that obviously the Russian speaking people will watch the video in Russian, not in English, your 20-second video? Gotcha.
So can they do two?
That is a brilliant question. And I want to say yes, but I'm going to double check the answer. I'm pretty sure the answer is yes, but I need to double check that answer, because that would absolutely make sense, wouldn't it, to have a Russian and a Hindi and a Spanish version of your video. So I will have to come back to you on that one, Annette. I will check with our technical director As I say, pretty sure the answer is yes, but not being able to speak any foreign languages, I've not done a version of that myself. But yeah, I mean, put it this way, if it is the case that it isn't at the moment, we'll make it so that it is, so that it'll be done. But yeah, you've stumbled me, you've got me on that. So yeah, I'll come back to you guys. It's
just because I'm speaking 3 languages, so obviously for me it would be it's also for my curiosity, if the person can record 2 or 3 or even all 5 languages, if they speak in all those languages that we have.
Do you know what? I love nothing more than being put on the spot like that, because I should know the answer, and I'm glad, you know, every day is a learning day, isn't it? So I'm glad you've put me on the spot, and I'll never forget the answer when I find it out, and we'll make it so. If it's not like that already, we will make it so. So I'll come back to you this afternoon, Annette, with that answer. Don't you worry.
All right. And then we will be able to answer the next Wednesday on the next training.
Sure.
All right, there is another question from the Russian chat. Russian chat is very active. Well done, guys. I believe we will have lots of partners from Russian-speaking countries who are using this tool. So the question is the smart card tied to the API or not? I guess if I understand, I'm not sure if I understand your question correctly, so it would be great to expand on this question. What do you mean it's tied to the API or not? Well, you buy it in the Evorich back office, then obviously it's linked to our back office. And Ollie, if I'm correct, there is an option at the end of the entire chat to make the registration, where then the people are able to make the registration directly to the Evorich back office. No, to the Evorich company, right? Or not?
I think I could probably answer that question, actually. So at the moment, we don't have an API tie to your back office system. That was something that I know that you guys had said, let's do it, or we said, let's do it. And I know that you were going through your back office change. So at the moment, it's linked in the Sheets way that we link it, but we will in the future link it with an API. So yeah. So at the moment, it's not, I mean, it doesn't make any difference to the functionality of the system at all. Makes no difference at all, but for us to integrate into your systems more automatically, an API link would be something that we would pursue for sure. Yeah,
I'm not sure whether this API what we're talking about is the same. Well, but you answered from the technical point of view. But what I was trying to find out if at the end of the script, is there a button for the person to say, yes, I want to make the registration, and they click on that link, and it directs them to the referral link is the same what you answered right now? I know I'm not a technical person, but is there a button to say, would you like to do the registration? And the person says yes, they click on the link, and another page opens up where they can make the registration in the back office make a registration within our ecosystem.
Oh, I see. So you mean from the purpose of your commission-based earnings by sharing the...
No, your person likes whatever they just went through. They are interested. So what are the next steps? They say, for example, yes, I want to make the registration, or there isn't such a button. And the only button they have at the end is to say, okay, I want to make a call, or I want to have more information with you. Can we arrange the meeting or something like that? Or there is a link button that says, yes, I want to make the registration, and they go directly to the registration page.
Oh, right. Well, there's all sorts in your Learn More facility. So when they press on Learn More and they go through it, there's a whole host of ways in which they can connect, continue the conversation, set up an account. What I would advise, the best thing for you guys to do is to go through the Learn More yourself. So pretend that you are your recipient and go through it. It won't hurt the system. It doesn't break the system. it's actually a really good learning curve for you to be able to see and experience what your recipient, what the person you're sending it to experiences. And then you're going to really answer your own question there. You will see all of the different ways that they can connect, they can register with an account, they can find out more information, they can connect with you. There's a whole host of different avenues that they can take. And as I say, the best way, the clearest way for you to see that is to view your smart card, go through the questions. There's not loads of them. It's not going to take up a lot of your time, but go through the questions, answer yes to all of them, and then you can put in a dummy name or you can put in your own name, but put in some details so that it then goes on to the next stage, and you will see the offerings that your recipient would receive, and you can go through them. And that's the best thing to do. What will then happen is you'll come through your own system as a prospect. You will see yourself in your prospects area, and you can delete yourself. You can get rid of yourself. You don't have to see yourself there a loads of times. When I demo a system, or when I do training, or when I fault find or anything like that, I go through this same Learn More 1,000 times, and I put in a whole load of different details, like silly things like Donald Duck or whatever, and then obviously when it's all in my prospects list, I'm deleting them all, because you want to keep it for your real prospects. So, but in answer to your question, yes, there's loads of different avenues for them to register for an account, or for them to take the next step, for them to dive in straight away, or for them to watch a video or find out more information. I mean, my hat comes off to Evorich, because they really have put a lot of work into the background of this system to make it, a really cutting edge thing for you guys. So, yeah. Good
to know. But that's a good suggestion, to go through the flow yourself, to know what your partners or potential partners, clients will see. Another question from the Russian chat is, my partner and I paid 30 units as a monthly subscription in October. Do I have to pay to activate a business card now? How to be? Well, I guess yes. To continue to use the smart card, you have to purchase either the monthly subscription or the yearly subscription. But I believe, and you may correct Ollie, let's say if you pay 1 month for the subscription, the next month you don't pay, and the third month you do pay again, let's say now in January you don't pay, but in February you do, then you don't have to set up everything again. You can continue to use the same kind of the app as it was set up in the first month. Is it correct or not? Or they have to, like, let's say if they have a break in the subscription, then they have to reset they have to set up the smart card once again.
Yes, they would. Once you stop subscribing, you lose access to the system. So you would have to resubscribe. So yes, you would have to set it up again.
So you will have to do again the picture, the details, the video once again. Yeah.
Yes, you would. Yeah, if you unsubscribe, it's as good as stopping the process, if you like, and then you lose access to it. And if you wish to resubscribe, you can. Obviously, those that are on an annual subscription, you're good for a whole year. Those that are on a monthly subscription need to set up the auto renewal, whatever it is that your system does, an auto renewal to keep their subscription active. So if you paid in October last year and then you haven't paid since, you would have lost access to the system. It is a subscription model, as you know. Did you? I think your annual offer, did it expire, or has it been extended? What are you, or am I stepping on feet here? I don't want to step on any feet. What did you do with it?
The offer has been expired. Yes, now we have only one monthly option and a yearly option for 250 units, or the monthly option for 30 units. Yes, so that one was only for 1 week. Another question is, our first $30 is gone. Will there be a refund in the form of an extension? Why would there be any refunds? Can you expand on this? Because once you make a purchase for the first month, you are automatically having an access to, not automatically, because I guess there is another question. I bought a business card today, but I didn't get a link. So there probably is like a few days, not a few days, few hours till they get a link, or how it works, Ollie? Because the person says they purchased, but they didn't get the link. So that would be good to answer. But for the previous question regarding $30, you can text me maybe privately to find out why you wish to receive a refund. Because even in October last year, when you purchased it, you were able to use it. Yes, there were some language maybe errors or mistakes, but you were able to use the application anyways. So just maybe message me privately to know why you are wondering about the refund. But yeah, so about the access, how quickly do they get the access?
It should be instant. If they haven't received it, I'll check with Simon. But what I would say is to just check your junk mail or your spam folder, because sometimes people report that it goes into those folders instead of their normal inbox. So just check to see if it's popped in there, and then make sure it's a safe message for the future. But if it's not in there, I'll get Simon to have a look, and we can resend it to you. But it's normally instant.
And we have a few minutes left, so maybe once again, where they can get the support if they have such questions. So let's say the person has purchased it, but they haven't received the access to it, no email, no link. So where can they write, or where they can find the support?
So at the bottom of the Evorich Smart Card is a button that says support, or sorry, a title that says support. If you just click on that, you can email us. It'll go straight through to us on email, and we aim to answer questions within 24 hours. So we'll literally come straight back to you. But I will get Simon to check the link, the missing link. If it is missing, as I say, it may well have gone into a junk or a spam folder. But we will check on that. But normally it's instant. But at the bottom, as I say, at the bottom of your Evorich Smart Card, you will see the word support. And if you press on that, it'll take you through to our email address. You can fire across an email. If it's something super important, then just mark the email urgent or important, and we'll try and get to it quicker. Okay.
Cool. Nikolai says that there wasn't Russian language at the beginning, but there was, right, Ollie? Or not?
There was. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was. There was, as I said, there was a Russian language. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but it was bad. I agree. Maybe in Danish it was bad, but you know, if we're looking at some other trainings that we have, sometimes Russian is perfect and English is not that good. But that's why we are not asking for the refund. We are still keep working on it. But as I said, if anything, just reach out to me and let's see if we can do something about it. But as I said, there was a Russian language, and people were able to use it. I know some Russian speaking people were using the app because I helped them to set up the application and use it. Oh, someone is by the doors. So yeah, so I guess this is it. If anything else you want to add, just give me a second. If you want to add something, or maybe tell about the next Wednesday.
Okay, I'll add something. So basically, you guys and girls, you've got a fantastic system developed to enhance your business. But we love feedback. There's nothing better than the people who are, you know, at the forefront of their business, that are the ones that are experiencing challenges, whatever they may be, that might think, do you know what, if only I had this, or if only I had that to overcome that challenge. If you feel that this system can enhance in some way to overcome that challenge, we are all ears. We want your system to be doing exactly what you want it to be doing. We think we are there. You know, we've worked tirelessly with all of those in the corporate positions to bring this system to you. And the training is there for you, the support, the guidance, the nurturing. We're happy to jump onto Zoom meetings with team leaders and their teams to go through this sort of thing with them. It's all about you, and it's all about how we can support you to grow your business using this technology. So we're all ears. We always have been. I always say to people, you know, connect with me on Facebook or send me an email. You know, I'm happy to help, always am. So reach out, you know, let's get you doing what you do best, utilizing systems that are designed to assist you to grow. And, you know, if you have ideas, shoot them my way or Annette's way. She might not thank me for that. But look, you know, I love speaking to people. I love network marketing. I love networking. The whole idea of meeting people that you would never meet ordinarily, and building relationships and building friendships and growing and nurturing that, becoming part of a family like the Evorich family, is a great thing. So if I can be of assistance, you know where I am. Just reach out to me.
Perfect. Perfectly said. All right. Well, thank you very much, Ollie, for today. So I will see all of you and also you, or I didn't hear who will be the next, who will be the speaker for the next Wednesday, but partners, next Wednesday, 3 p.m. Moscow time, Smart Card training. We will go on a different, we will discuss different topics. Just be here, support each other, share with your partners, invite them, invite even those who haven't purchased it yet, who are still thinking, who still have some questions. I believe these trainings and these insights will help them to understand more about this tool and how to use it. And in the future, I didn't hear what the topics will be for the next Wednesday, but we will dive deeper into how to use it in terms of like how to use it on a social media, how to reply, when to reply, you know, the tactics, the strategies, how to use it. So I believe it will help for all of us. And as we all know, we need to take actions now, then more than ever, especially with the good news that has come out today with our partnership with the local trade. We need to be on top of the game, and these tools like Smart Card can help us to attract more people, to speak to more people, and share with them what we have, what mission we have here, what we are trying to do, and what we can offer to the world. So just try to use this tool, try to practice it, try to test it, send it between each other, see how it works, and then you know you will understand it better, and you will see it will work. All right.
And next week is I've just checked. It's best practice, which is how and where to share your smart card. How and where to share your smart card. So it will probably be me that is on here. It may be John, but it'll probably be me, and I'll take you through some really good ways to share your smart card and answer any other questions you have. And I think somebody said, yeah, connect with me on Facebook. That's absolutely fine. Ollie Burges. I think it's a picture of me with a blue t-shirt and a red collar and some sunglasses. in the sun somewhere, living it up. I wish I was there now.
All right. Well, thank you so much once again, Ollie. Thank you. Thanks to our translators to be here with us. Thanks all the partners who are watching it here on the Facebook groups. For those who will rewatch it. Again, if you have any questions, then come back next Wednesday, 3 p.m. Moscow time, either related questions to this session or the previous session. And yeah, let's grow together. All right. Thank you. Have a lovely day to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
How many times can you hear, "No, I'm not interested"? Or even worse, Evorich Smart Card does all the hard work for you and makes sure you only have conversations with people actually interested in your opportunity, speaking only to the right person with the right message at the right time. Remember when we could all go out and prospect face-to-face? Times have changed. Now it's vital that you harness the power of your social media. Evorich Smart Card's proven automatic prospecting tools are perfect wherever your audience hang out online. Do you ever find yourself spending time scrolling social media, procrastinating, and putting off actually working to grow your business? Your built-in DMO tracker ensures you take consistent, productive, and effective action. You've got a great way to build your team, but can share and duplicate the process. Now you can have every member of your organization running a prospecting system in just a few minutes. Overcome the objection that a new partner doesn't know how to sell the opportunity. This system has been developed with input from the highest earners and best-known educators in the network marketing space. Learn from the very best. You may have a company website, but let's be honest, it's no good for finding new prospects. Evorich Smart Card is a fully built marketing funnel tested over years and designed specifically for building your team. Have you ever heard the saying, "The fortune is in the follow-ups"? But in reality, how often do you effectively follow up with prospects? Not to worry. Evorich Smart Card automatically follows up every single prospect for you. But I don't know how to generate leads. We've got you. Evorich Smart Card is packed with exclusive training from industry legend Fraser Brooks. He will guide you through every step needed to find your next team member. Evorich Smart Card has been designed specifically for network marketers, just like you, to grow your business and make the best use of their time. Evorich Smart Card has been designed specifically for network marketers, just like you, to grow your business and make the best use of their time.